Alright guys, it looks like we are back again. Welcome back to SHIB Planet everyone. This is Ace. Earlier today, we received a new Medium article from Shaitoshi Kusama, the lead developer behind the Shiba Inu project. Today we're going to break it down as usual. What I'm going to do is we're going to go through all the main points and then I'll illustrate anything which may need highlighting, just for clarity. Alright, I think here we go. So first off, Shaitoshi, he starts the article with a screenshot here, this screenshot here, and it's a screenshot of the Coinbase app on the Android platform, but interestingly, he doesn't offer any direct commentary. Basically, whether you're on Android or iOS on the App Store, you're going to find that Coinbase has replaced the Doge text with SHIB on its official text over here. So SHIB is now placed right next to Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's awesome, guys. Remember that I said in a previous video that Shiba Inu has a way of getting other people or other platforms to directly promote SHIB without without paying a dime in marketing. That's really the power of decentralizations. Anyway, I'll just read through the first intro just to start things off. The title is called SHIB Success. SHIB crushed almost every analyst's prediction, being up millions of percent in this year alone. But we're just getting started, and we have a long road ahead of success paved by the great mind of Ryoshi and the drive of the SHIB army. Now, as we push beyond the expectations of the public, we continue to look for ways to optimize our trifecta tokens, SHIB, Leash, and Bone, and also our products of ShibaSwap and the Shiboshis, which is pretty cool. So the next section, I've just illustrated it this way. The next section is just simply entitled Woof. Basically, he addresses a solution to a common pain point relating to ShibaSwap. Now, most of you may know that staking and providing liquidity or burying and digging on ShibaSwap, it offers rewards in multiple tokens and coins, specifically in stable coins and Ethereum. But the big issue is that in order to withdraw or woof these rewards, you have to do it separately for each particular one. And then you actually incur a transaction fee in addition to gas for each one. So to address this, the team has come up with a way to withdraw all the rewards at one time. So going forward, all the stablecoin rewards, they're going to be unified into Bone at the time of distribution. And they're going to achieve this by converting all the stablecoins into Bone by effectively doing a large internal buy. And the expected effect is that over time, this will also help with its growth. And in my opinion, this was actually a good idea because most of the rewards, the returns are actually smaller than the actual gas fee. So it's not really worth woofing. So a lot of people have been calling for this. Anyway, the next section is titled Woofable Tokens. So some of you may have noticed that there haven't been many new listings since the initial goal of 1,000 new pairs to be listed by the end of the year was set. So basically, Shaitoshi explains that one thing which he didn't expect was that the amount of high-risk tokens which would reach out to the ShibaSwap developers. So as you may know, ShibaSwap is actually one of the most secure decentralized exchanges, and that's actually Shaitoshi's top priority is to prevent hacks and scammers. And this is especially crucial for Shiba Inu because just one hack or a scandal, it'll damage our image in this fragile world of crypto. So basically, what they used to do, they used to turn away many listing tokens because they noticed several red flags and potential rug pulls. So also, they also found that the listing requirement of burning tokens, 25k worth of SHIB and Leash, it was actually slowing down the number of listings. So as in a response to that, they made a couple of changes to address these issues. Firstly, the listing burn, it's going to be made optional, but still highly recommended. And secondly, they're no longer going to turn down any applications for listing. Instead, what they're going to do, they're going to implement what's called a Shiba sniff score. I'll just bring this up here. A Shiba sniff score, and this gives users an indication of the level of risk which they have identified. Basically, a score of 0 is good, and a score of 100 is something considered highly suspect. And this is going to encourage liquidity providers to do their own research. So basically, the ultimate benefit of this is that ShibaSwap will probably see an influx of new listings, and then the TVL will increase, and that'll mean we'll actually start to rank higher on the DeFi charts. You know that currently we have TVL of about 370 mil, which is good, but with once this is implemented, it's likely to go a lot higher. So I think it's important just to recap that basically the team they're going to start doing. The team will they'll still do their own evaluation of each token, but they're going to present their findings in the form of a score, and that can serve as a risk indicator, which will invite you to do your own research. In the next section, which is over here, he talks about the Now Payments partnership. Basically, Now Payments, it will burn 3% of all the profit which it'll get from SHIB transactions. And this burn it'll take place at the end of each month, starting in the month of November, at the end of November, I think. And also Leash is going to be coming on board at the end of October onto Now Payments. So basically, Now Payments, it allows SHIB and Leash to be used as payment on many platforms, including Shopify, WooCommerce, and just general brick and mortar businesses. And they also allow donations and even payroll to be made through SHIB, which is really fantastic for the additional utility of SHIB. So the next part is actually a little bit cheeky. Basically, there's a platform called Change Now, and it's celebrating the integration of Leash into its platform by launching what's called a Flip Doge for SHIB challenge. Basically, if you change your Dogecoin into SHIB, 3% of all the profits which are made during this challenge, they're going to be burnt. I believe it's SHIB burns, and that's quite interesting. Then towards the end of the article, he skips and he talks about Shiboshis, of course, and I'll read this one pretty much as it is, and I'll just provide some mild commentary. So basically, Satoshi says, "Thank you to everyone that braved the incredible gas fees to get a Shiboshi. This showed, without equivocation, the need for our own blockchain platform, Shibarium. I get asked for updates constantly. I'm happy to inform the community that the development of Shibarium is going well. We are a few months away from the first tests and audit of the system, but the foundation is laid, and Carl Daira, who's the developer in charge of Shibarium, is now able to focus on this project whilst the rest of the developers work with our AAA studio to get the Shiboshi game into development. Now, updates to ShibaSwap and our biggest top secret project is already underway. So that's really interesting. It'll be interesting to find out what this top secret project is. And he just wraps it up by saying, that being said, I couldn't be more excited to get our Shiboshi game started. If you don't have a Shiboshi, don't worry. There'll be other ways to get game pieces in the near future. And that's pretty much what he has to say about that. A little later, Satoshi also mentions that Shiboshis are actually available on OpenSea and Rarible, and that there's going to be new initiatives which are coming on these specific platforms soon. He also goes on to say that they're currently working with the AAA game studio on the specific mechanics of each particular Shiboshi, and which includes like power-ups, etc. And they're going to release an update regarding this, hopefully next week. And at the end of the article, basically, Satoshi wraps things up with a big thank you to the community for all the salutations that they sent his dad over the weekend. Towards this section, we actually see another side of Satoshi. We get to see a more human and family-oriented side to Satoshi, and here he pretty much encourages people to have heart-to-hearts with their family, and it's here where you actually get to see just how much Shiba Inu means to Satoshi personally, which is pretty awesome. And he mentions that Shiba Inu is a multi-year project, and we're actually only at the foundation stage, and once this is properly built, that's when we can fully implement the Doggy DAO, and then we can go fully decentralized, and pretty much that's when the magic happens. And that's pretty much it for the update, guys. But I think before I finish, I just can't finish today's video without taking a look at the market. So let's just quickly head over there, guys. As you know, guys, Bitcoin has just broken its all-time high just as I was preparing this video. And this is huge news as we are now in new territory from pretty much here on out, and all eyes are in Bitcoin, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this is really great news for crypto because as Bitcoin rallies over the coming days and months and weeks, you know, it's like towards the end, as it begins to cool off, typically the cycle is as it cools off, that's when it'll start in an alt season. But we actually have no idea how long it's going to rally for. Let me just quickly show you the. We'll just have a quick look at the indicator here. Have a look at that. Look at that big run which has been happening up, and we're now we've pumped all the way up to currently 66. I don't know how high it's going to be by the time you guys are watching this video. I'll just quickly just jump over here. This is here a path to an alt season. I think I showed you this in the previous. So what's happening right now is money is going to be flowing into Bitcoin, and this is going to cause particular Bitcoin's price to surge, and consequently others. And I'll speak on this in future videos. But then there's eventually a flow-on effect depending on how fast Bitcoin is pumping. The slower it pumps, then probably the more money starts flowing into other altcoins, particularly the top 10 and top 20 at first, which is pretty awesome. And that's pretty much it for now, guys. So well done to Bitcoin for that. And speaking of Bitcoin, as you guys know, I do have a set of simulators. So if you want to simulate how high Bitcoin can go in this bull run, as you know, I've made my set of crypto calculators available, and Bitcoin is actually one of the main pieces amongst other tokens. Obviously, I do have the full SHIB ecosystem, SHIB, Leash, Bone, including some graphical charts, and Bitcoin is pretty interesting at the moment. So you're obviously able to run your own simulations to see how far you think Bitcoin can go. For example, I've set this to the current price. So if we, for example, say 250, if Bitcoin puts on an average of 250 billion over the next 3 months, you know, that's pretty much where we could be by December. By January, I should see. Let me just quickly adjust the circulating supply. Yeah, so according to the analysts, there's a strong potential for us to get there. Hold on, let me just quickly adjust that again. There's a strong possibility for us to be able to get there. Anyway, that's just one of the features that you can get. I'll leave the links to this in the description below, and you guys can certainly check it out. And there's also a link to a demo video which you can watch. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll check you guys out in another video. This is Ace. Peace.